Hi, welcome back to our channel. I'm Tiffany.
And I'm Hugo.
And we are finishing up our last bit of inventory check. And today is January 14. So we've taken a few days off because of other work, but we are in the basement and we have a few racks to go through along with a few bins. So this should go pretty quick.
Yeah, so down here, this is our oversized section. I mean, in the bins or in the garage, you can see we have those bins, and certain coats just don't fit. And we could do a whole bin for like 2 coats, but that's not effective either.
Yeah, so if you've been following us for a while, late 2020, we had ordered a few pallets, and it was really good because it was right before the winter season. But we had a ton of oversized coats, a lot of puffers, some faux fur jackets. As you can see back here, they're pretty heavy items. We did sell a lot in 2020, and then it slowed down because the seasons changed, and then we started to sell again at the end of 2021, coming into 2022. So down here, we used to have 6 full racks. Now it's at 5, and they're a lot slimmer.
Yeah, they've gone on a diet, a good one, you know, a profitable one. But we're gonna get to it. Check, and again, we use Vendoo to check our items, so we'll look them up on Vendoo, make sure they're listed and properly located so we can find them when I ship.
Yeah, so follow along. We got these little tags off of Amazon, and then all I did was use my label maker to print out. Like this one is, if the brand started with the number, then that would have been here, but we don't have any. A, B, C, and so forth. And then the way we have it stacked up is if we have multiples of, let's say, this BP jacket, we would just put it in order by sizing, so it's easier for us to find it when things sell. So all these racks are in alphabetical order all the way down. And then off on the side, we have some bins, and these bins, when we were doing pallets, we had gotten a lot of heavy sweaters from Free People and Topshop, and we couldn't hang those up, or else the knit sweater would get that, you know, what is that, like the hanger mark in the sweater and create that bump. So we had to fold them and put them in these bins, but they took up so much space that we didn't want to put them in the smaller bins that we have in the garage. So we had picked up these larger bins, and these went downstairs with our bulky items. All right, so we found our first mistake. This is an Eileen Fisher size small. This jacket's been hanging on this rack for a while. We could not find it. It's not listed anywhere. It's not on Vendoo. We don't know how long it's been taken off. There's no drafts. There's no solds. Nothing.
It lives in the shadows, but it won't sell in the shadow.
So this is gonna get rephotographed and relisted ASAP.
Yeah.
Alright, so our third rack in, we have a Mark New York puffer jacket, also from our palette. This wasn't listed on anything because according to Vendoo, this sold on Mercari October of 2021. When we go to the listing site, it says inactive on Mercari, so we think that the buyer either didn't pay or they canceled the transaction, but we never went back into Vendoo to fix the listing issue.
Yeah. So on normally Mercari, buyer pays immediately, they have to, but sometimes what happens is it says like payment error, and in our rush to make sure we don't forget to delist, we will still delist, and in this case that might have been one of the cases.
Yeah, so this jacket has been sitting here list free for the last 2.5 months now.
That's living rent free for us, huh? Yeah, it's not cool.
So we're gonna relist this. Hopefully it sells because we're coming into like mid-January. I mean, it's still cold in some places. It's
some places are getting full on
It's like 80 degrees here, but everywhere else is still kind of cold, so maybe someone will still need this jacket. Okay, so that was quick and painless.
Yeah, again, we actually didn't realize completely how much we actually got through these.
So we did find there's two items that we had to take off the hangers because they were pictures that were not so great. So we're gonna rephotograph them. And then we did have that Eileen Fisher and Mark New York items that were not listed anywhere. So those are gonna get relisted. Fortunately, the Mark New York was just a mistake and that can just get relisted. It's still in our inventory on Vendoo. The Eileen Fisher is completely missing, so we do have to take that upstairs to get photographed. Otherwise, we're pretty much done in here.
Yeah. So again, thank you for everyone that's joined us, and leave comments, see if you've been doing your own inventory check or if you've done one, period. But if you haven't checked out our other videos, make sure we'll put a playlist up here so you can see the different videos from our amazing inventory adventure.
Yeah, I mean, most of the mistakes are pretty similar. It was just a matter of how long it was going to take us to go through it, and we wanted to show you how long it actually takes to do an inventory check, how long or how quick, depending on how much inventory you actually have. And we do this at the end of every year, and sometimes we'll do it in the summer as well, so a biannual check. But the end of the year one is the one that we try to do. I know it's the beginning of the year technically, but Chinese New Year's on February 1st, so if we're going by that calendar, we still have 2 weeks left.
Exactly. And again, remember, inventory is important. It's not the fun part of reselling or any business, but it's what's going to help you keep organized and make sure things are listed to get sold.
Yeah, and then also you get to check your listing prices and see if they're still compatible with the market, and if they aren't, you can make your changes, and then hopefully your item will sell after that change.
Hopefully.
Okay, but we are done with our inventory check, so goodbye.
Bye-bye.